So thank you for tuning in again. I'm Inspired Grizel, and on here we inspire you to look within you to be the best version of you that you were created to be, that God is calling you out to be. You get content on love, relationship, worship, just really pure, good and inspiring content, and a few DIYs. Okay, thank you so much for all our returning subscribers. God bless you. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. You'll truly be inspired on your right. So today I want to talk to us, okay, about Daniel fast. Right. I know that many of us have heard people fast for 21 days, but you don't really know why they take on the 21 days fast. Of course, you can fast for any number of days you want as the Spirit is leading you. But today I'm talking with us on Daniel fast. And as usual, once you get these names, if you haven't watched my video on Esther fast, please go and do so. I shared my experience and how it worked for me. And this is about what I'm about to share with us again on this Daniel fast, all right? I've done several 21 days, but not in this dimension of the Daniel fast in its wholeness as it is. And again, it's coming when you look at Daniel fast, go to the book of Daniel, find it here. Esther fast, go to the book of Esther, you'll find it and how it was done, all right? So we'll look at Daniel chapter 10, all right? But one of the background I want to give us is, earlier on when the Babylonians, when they were brought into Babylon, right? They were brought into captivity and they were supposed to be trained so that they can be excellent and perfect to serve the king and all of that, and they were supposed to be given everything they want. And Daniel and the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they said, no, we're not going to defile ourselves with the king's food, just give us vegetable. And that's why some people do just vegetable fast, right? It's good. It has really great both spiritual and physical benefits. But now let's look at the Daniel fast as it is. So Daniel chapter 10, right? Let's take verses 1 to 3. I'll just end it there. There's more, you can read it further, but let's end it there and then we talk on what I want to share with us today. He says, in the third year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belshazzar. And the thing was true, but the time appointed was long. So they had to be in captivity for a certain period of time. And as Daniel was searching, he found out, right? But the time appointed was taking too long. So one of the reasons you can take a Daniel fast is if some things are really dragging in your life and you really want to just seek God, It was taking too long, and he had understood the thing and had understanding on the vision. In those days, Daniel, was mourning full 3 weeks. So fasting was some sort of mourning because you're depriving yourself from so much, okay? He says, I ate. Now this is where it comes from. I ate no pleasant bread. So he ate bread, but it wasn't the pleasant bread. Some people during the Daniel fast, they eat oat bread. Okay, I'm not going into that for now. He says, I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine into my mouth. So he wasn't drinking wine, he wasn't eating meat, fish, whatever. Neither did I anoint myself at all till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. Now, in today's days, I'm not saying don't bathe, don't comb, don't do all of that. But basically, Daniel fast is a no dairy, no meat, no sugary fast, all right? Of course, no alcohol. We are not even having that discussion. So that is the whole essence of a Daniel fast. And there was a Daniel fast that was going on a while back, and I had to take that because I just wanted to hear some things. I just wanted to, to just know this God and just hear some things clearly, things that pertain to me and the things He's calling me to do and my family and a whole lot of other different things. But above all, my heart was just seeking God, because it's not in a man that lived to direct his way. So I wanted to get clear direction from God on just certain things that were happening in my world at the moment. Again, as I gave us a background, right? It's a non-dairy. I just want to clear out. So you have no meat when you're doing a Daniel fast. You have no sugars, no processed food. Of course, there are different options, which I don't know if I'm going to share this here or we'll get into another video with that. You have no dairy, no caffeine. So you're putting your body under subjection for the end result. Now, if you eat those things, of course, God is still going to speak to you, but it depends on each and every person. You know what's going on in your life, and so you take on the Daniel fast. It has tremendous benefits. I mean, for me, I grew better spiritually and also physically. It helped me to begin to understand that maybe there are certain things I shouldn't eat, because when you cut down on these things, when you stop these things, you feel really good in your body. From my personal experience, you feel really good. It feels like your system is being detoxed, okay? One of the things I noted is that the Daniel fast can be very costly. It can be very costly. Of course, you can have 3 meals throughout the day, but again, meals that adhere to all of this, okay? So when you're cooking for an African girl like me, we don't put seasoning, we don't put, salt. We put a little salt, but you don't put Maggi and all those other good stuff. So you're just really eating like someone that is mourning, like you're mourning, as if you're poor, but actually you're the poor in spirit, right? And it could be demanding financially because you don't eat oils like that, and if you have to use oil, you have to use like olive oil and really good, those kind of oils, which they are not cheap, so to say, and you don't put so much even when you have to cook. So it's something that you might have to prepare budget wise. But for some people, take this on, and as I informed us from the beginning, and they just stay through vegetables or fruits all through. So you can also do that, and getting fruits based on where you are. If you're somewhere like me in the UAE, fruits can get a bit expensive, so it's something to prepare financially for it. You first of all start by mental and spiritual preparation, and then you get into the financial one. If possible, you can also prepare and organize, okay, what things am I going to have throughout this period. Of course, you can have almond milk, right? You can have coconut milk, but again, no sugars, nothing like in its rawest form. You can have soy milk during this period, and you can have oats, just really plain, no yeast, nothing with any yeast at all. Of course, I'm not giving us the menu, but maybe I'll do another video, but that is not it. This is not the purpose for this video today. And during this period, for me, it was a bit challenging, trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to cook next, because I have a family, so I'm not going to subject everyone to eat what I'm eating. No. So it had to be cooking maybe a bit, sometimes twice, and all of that. But the end point is, when Daniel did this, God came through, and God opened his eyes, and they came out of that captivity. And for me, God spoke to me in several many ways. I mean, I kept the things in my book. I had a few requests, and during that period, as I was studying, things were just lighting up, I was studying books. I was seeing things in the Bible that I've never seen before. It was really an enriching season for me. It was really enriching spiritually. And God came through for me, and even for people. Things that I wasn't even seeking for, God made them known to me. It was really refreshing. So yes, the Daniel fast is important, and another way to prepare for this, if you want to do this, is you can get to other people and hear from them, something to boost your faith. But I said, let it be led, right? And I know I read testimonies of people that did this, and jobs that they didn't even apply, God brought them there. God moved them from one city to another. God transformed their lives like completely. Now, if they didn't fast, I don't know, but I know that this was their testimony, because this was a season of just quieting down and hearing what God is asking you to do per time. So for me, it was really enriching. It was very enriching, and you can do it, okay? But go again, read the book of Daniel, have understanding. Again, if something is lacking, if you've seen God has told you something, it's not coming to pass, maybe you have to fast. And if there's a king of Persia trying to prevent it, you can unseat. You can unseat the king of Persia, and God can send you help in this season, because your spiritual antennas are open. So I just came on here to share with someone, all right? I just came on here to share with someone and maybe encourage you. Of course, I know you fasted for 21 days. You stayed the whole day without food. Then you ate every meat, chicken, everything you want to eat at the end of the day. But a strict Daniel fast, you don't do any of this. There is no chicken. There is no eggs. There is none of those things. I'm not listing out the meals, as I'll say again. But I just wanted to share with you, have a background understanding what the Daniel fast is all about and what you're not supposed to take. You can also read that text in different translations so that your understanding is widened, all right? So that's all I came on here to share with us today. If this has been a blessing, go ahead, like, share, and why not subscribe to the channel. God bless you.